Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from the Superdome. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now we see quarterback Drew Brees in his New Orleans offense set to go on attack here for the first time.
When you think of accuracy, you might as well think of Drew Brees because he owns 5 of the 6 best completion percentages in a single season in NFL history. And it feels like he's done them all in 5 of the last 6 seasons. Like Tom Brady, he thinks he can go until he's at least 45, loves playing the game, takes great care of his body, and despite missing 5 games with a thumb injury last year, showed his toughness and came back and threw 27 touchdown passes against just 4 interceptions.
Now Brees finding Kamara, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Ball carrier.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They needed a yard. They got it. First down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized. The other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Brees to throw. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Drew Brees sacked.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Just beating the play clock is Hill. The pressure gets to him again. Preston Smith providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Brees now on 1st down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle.
A breakaway from Michael Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 29 yards. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
And the question swirled around Green Bay all offseason in free agency and through the draft. Did they acquire enough pieces to help their all-star quarterback Aaron Rodgers? Just think about the last 2 years for him. 51 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions, and rallied the Packers to 13 regular season wins last year and a trip to the NFC Championship game. He's still one of the top quarterbacks in the league, and the Packers are hoping to take the next step.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Green Bay.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Well, as we normally do, let's look ahead to what's to come here in the NFL for Week 6. Some changes to the schedule in this most unusual season. But, CD, I've earmarked a few here. I've got Cleveland and Pittsburgh, Green Bay and Tampa Bay. Of course, that's going to be a lot of fun. Arizona, Dallas, Monday night. And then you got Buffalo, KC moved from Thursday to Monday to account for Buffalo playing on Tuesday in Week 5.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and start with that one, because that Buffalo-Kansas City game, as you mentioned, was originally a Thursday night feature game. Then they moved it to Sunday, and then they had to move it to Monday because of the juggling of the schedule in this most unusual season. Arizona-Dallas Monday night, that feels like an old-school kind of a game, doesn't it? And now we'll have Andy Dalton at quarterback for Dallas. And Green Bay-Tampa Bay, that's simple. Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. And Cleveland-Pittsburgh, how great is this now to feel like it's the old AFC North battle with Cleveland fully in the fight?
First down, Packers.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
First and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Saints.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. was, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Oh, my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on 3rd down because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that play, he had to read his keys and not be fooled. Excellent job in the open field.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And Breeze is going to go down in the end zone. A safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. The left side completion to Jones. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
The 18-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Tonyan complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
That's out to the left and complete. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
1st down, Packers.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. The final shot before half for Breeze. He's going to take another shot here. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. So it's halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Packers 2. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
No gain on the play.
On second down, it's Jones.
At the 25
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Number 33.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup.
Rodgers pass. Complete.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
18 yards. And a Packer first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Made by DeMario Davis.
They'll go again to Jones. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
3rd down.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
One of the underrated aspects of Davante Adams' game is his toughness. He had to battle his way through injury last year, and while his numbers may have dipped, he was still the #1 target for the Green Bay Packers and their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, and still one of the best receivers in the league. Constantly works on his footwork, constantly works on how he gets away from defenders in order to get open. He's a guy that number 12, his quarterback, trusts implicitly.
At the 29-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepard. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
To Darius Shepard. A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
They'll go with Jones. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Packers take over first.
The Packers offense set to go. And following the pick 6, and they decent field position of throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
A loss of 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers. There's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be third down. And that's complete to Lewis. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Caught on the right side lands. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Going up, a champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. Shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, 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 work the. Pan the camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Ay, count a 4 and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. 'Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch. Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that.
Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
come to... For one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's NFC Divisional Round matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Lambeau.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It was Jamal Adams up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line. On 2nd down, Williams. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Good catch by Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and that's something that his teammates needed to see and something he needed for himself. They call him MVS, and they want him to become an MVP type of a receiver. Speed to burn. He can stretch the field. They just need him to be as dependable catching the ball as we saw there throughout the season.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
That's good.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 93 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Packers take over as 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
2nd and
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll move the chains. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling. That's a gain of 7.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone? So
all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard.
The Seattle Seahawks 5-0 for the first time in franchise history. A Sunday night, Week 5. What a game as they rally back to defeat Minnesota 27-26. And Russell Wilson did it again, as Al Michaels said on the broadcast. Astonishing. He leads the Seahawks 94 yards in the final 2 minutes. Throws a touchdown pass to DK Metcalf on 4th and goal with 15 seconds to play. And he also completed a big 4th and 10 earlier in that game-winning drive. So Charles, Russell Wilson being Russell Wilson.
Yeah, it's very similar. What's that great poem about postal workers? Neither rain nor snow nor sleet. I mean, that's Russell Wilson. It does not matter, does it? And every time we talk about the best quarterbacks in the game, other names tend to come up, and then we go, oh, yeah, what about Russell Wilson? He might very well be the best. So that's what he's going off of right now. He's absolutely on a mission to get his team back to a Super Bowl, and in doing so, putting his name up there with the best in the game. 3 touchdown passes in this one, 19 through 5 for him. Russ is cooking, and we're going to hear MVP talk all season long, and he's earned it. They get an open week now, and then they got a couple division games coming up. A really tough one at home against Arizona and Kyler Murray. And then they're at San Francisco for another tough one against that 49ers defense that's usually on its game.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
29-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. 11 yards there, 1st down.
One thing about the Seattle Seahawks offense, they are a run-first group, but when they throw the ball, they want to throw it downfield and sting defenses, and Philip Dorsett provides great speed and a good target downfield in order to get that done. Nice catch there. His speed adds an extra dimension to the Seahawks offense.
No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds Dorsett, it's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air, another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And that's incomplete.
Wilson's pass.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
This is caught. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
A pickup of 4 yards. It's now 4th and goal.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. On 1st down, Rodgers. And now he's going to use his legs. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
Brings up 2nd and 10 on the Seahawks' 44-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones as the 1st half is winding down. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And this carries into the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out. to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He lets it fly for Lockett and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. So thanks to the late. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Buying time to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. From the gun, it's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his crew will take over at their own 45. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we got a second here, Charles. Let's play believer, non-believer. I'll give you a couple teams off to surprising starts. You tell me if you believe that they will continue that way. And let's start with the Browns at 4-1.
Non-believer last year, believer to start this season. Believer even after they got whacked in the opener by Baltimore. I think they'll contend for a playoff spot.
Okay, the Bears, same record, 4-1.
I still want to see more out of this team, but I like how their defense plays. Still need consistency on offense.
And then lastly, what about the Panthers at 3-2?
Oh, one of the great stories in the early going. Non-believer because I think their division's too tough with Tampa Bay and New Orleans. But boy, I like what they're doing so far, 3-2. Way better record than what people thought.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
Rodgers now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people.
And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers have moved out in front. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it two ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
The Seahawks take back over.
They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 77 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Nick Ballore taking it in. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Packers ready to take over offensively. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10.
With a give to Jones.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Rodgers. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
By Benson.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Rodgers now on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Again, it's Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there and a 1st down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2nd and 6.
On second down, it's Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers have moved down in front. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over at first.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. It got his man complete.
Wilson's.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
34 yards.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now it's Carson. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Oren Burks on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
from the 38. Wilson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And able to find Dorsett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Rodgers looking to throw. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Williams. And shutting him off. Now open field. 20. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 9. A big pickup there, and without question. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau.
And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
And they'll run with a 1,000-yard rusher season ago. This is Aaron Jones.
5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Well, for the Seahawks and Packers, the 2 winningest teams in the NFC during the decade that just wrapped up. And during that decade, Seattle 2 Super Bowl wins. The Packers had 1. And these 2, of course, they met in the playoffs a season ago as well. And it was the Packers behind 2 touchdowns each from Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones, who beat the Seahawks 28-23.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Cody Barton on the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Strip that ball.
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers.
He'll get that one to Taylor complete.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And then goal to go.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now Jones. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal.
At the 9.
They'll try again with Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Flushed out right. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. This just a 24-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching marching down the field, only getting 3 there. Kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Here come the Seahawks. Time for that offense and quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
Whenever you think about the Seattle Seahawks, one of the first things that pops to mind is how well they run the football and how much they like doing it. But you have to also look at how well Russell Wilson has played at the quarterback spot. Hasn't just been a game manager. Last year, over 4,100 yards passing, the second most in his career. 31 touchdown passes and took care of the ball as well because he threw just 5 interceptions. If you need to open things up, Russell Wilson can get it done. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Carson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw is Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. And he fires one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4. Wilson, that's complete into the hands of Carson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
1-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Wilson. Flush to his right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They go quickly here out to Moore. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. It seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. On the delay, Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, again to Jones. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
He was taken down by 5.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with... And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 4 yards out. And the Packers add on to their lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Ready to show up, baby.
And a loose football. And the Packers pick it up.
Recovered by the Packers.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing is Rodgers, escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
That's what it is, baby. That's what it is.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30. Past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
On 4th down, here's Green Bay's 3rd-year punter, J.K. Scott.
The Seahawks have David Moore back deep. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 20. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Seahawks 7. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the 3rd quarter. And that's caught inside the 30.
Wilson's pass.
And all the way down to the 26.
A 49-yard gain on the play.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Going quickly out wide to Moore. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Complete.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Throwing again here. Wilson. Again, he finds Moore. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's a quick throw right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. Now a draw play. This is Jones. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up
on 2nd and 9. Rodgers, slant to Adams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. Go a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Aaron Rodgers is sacked.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. He gets Gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
At the 12-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal.
Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll run it with Williams, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Flush to his right. He's going to look deep for more. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Downfield. Offense.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Play action. Now Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Wilson's
the catch and run there, good for 16 in the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Down Seattle.
Being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Complete to DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf. 70 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down
from the 22. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
12 yards. Brings up 4th down.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And no, it's incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth-quarter comeback?
It's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. They go play action with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Now slant to Jones.
Rodgers pass.
And they get
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 4 line.
Rodgers looking to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Again, it's Williams. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my bands. I was popped, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who is the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins.
Tonight, from Buffalo Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact.
3rd down.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. He's going to run, but he's got a... The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
It don't matter.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Here's Allen following a fumble recovery. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 28 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Nothing.
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. 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 Prime time over grind game, over time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming. Against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act? I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, at the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act? I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get
Tonight, from Lamp It's a special prime time edition of the NFL. On EA Sports.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier, brought down at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's Jones.
Rodgers with a handoff to Aaron Jones.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
They'll run it with Jones.
6.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
The tackle made by Terrence Mitchell. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Rodgers. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
Brings up 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a 1st down.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams.
Rodgers pass.
And he gets it down to the 32.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
On the keeper. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Browns' 20-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down. So they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So that'll back him up 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
And again, it's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. To throw, Mayfield. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Nick Chubb, 2nd leading rusher in the NFL last year.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And a nice carry and a 1st down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
A 3-yard.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A reminder coming up. Check in with our Jonathan Coachman. We'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, 29 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Irvin on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Rodgers going to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Thrown away. And
so they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
15 yards to go.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers to throw once more. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And he'll go down at the 28. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, he'll get this to Lazard. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 3 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Oklahoma may be creeping over to their side to talk to them a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
Well, it is a good time to be a Cleveland Browns fan. On a streak right now, winning 4 in a row. Last time Cleveland was 4-1, by the way, 1994. And the offense, they have scored at least 30 points in all 4 victories this last week, taking care of Indianapolis, CD. And also, the defense has forced a ton of turnovers this season as well, so they're doing it on both sides.
They certainly are. Myles Garrett, their star defensive end, who got the big contract, he is more than playing up to that right now. What a role he's been on. 6 sacks in the first 5 games. 2nd in sacks right now in the NFL. And even better, oftentimes it's not just a sack, but a strip sack. Takes the ball away from the other team. This Cleveland team, you better bring your game if you're going to deal with the Browns right now. 2 divisional road games coming up now. Real big test week 6 when they visit Pittsburgh. And then it's on to Cincinnati.
And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield on play action. Now Mayfield lost the football. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 27-yard line.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st down.
And there's a completion to Austin Hooper. What a big-time acquisition for this offense in Cleveland. Came from Atlanta as a 2-time Pro Bowler. Had nearly 800 yards in receptions and 6 touchdowns last year. And he spends a lot of time with his quarterback in order for them to get on the same page on every snap. Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
They run it again with Chubb. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
And it is 3rd down.
That's out to the left and complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
To Jarvis Landry. It's a gain of...
There's Jarvis Landry with a nice reception and pickup there. And when you say Pro Bowl, you better think Jarvis Landry. He's been selected to it every year since 2015. The only season he's missed is rookie year. And he is durable and tough. We talk about that all the time. How about this for an example? Hasn't missed a game in his first 6 seasons and was a 1,000-yard receiver for the 3rd time in 2019.
Second and
the run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And again, it's Chubb. He's got the first down inside the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That good for 22 and a first down.
But for a running back, that kind of encompasses everything right there. Terrific run, but he almost gets it to the end zone. Remember, almost. Didn't quite get there. Most running backs I know, they don't want to come out of the game now. They're screaming to the bench. Call it again. I want to get into the end zone.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39.
That's good.
It's a big play that time for the Packers. 42 yards.
At the 39-yard
on play action. Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Jones. And he stopped immediately there.
Aaron Jones.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, that's good. That's good. All right, 50-26. Hey, eat. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Mark 55. Mark 55. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. left side, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
The ball carrier.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Parkey with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
1st and 10. At their own 25.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd and a couple, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete.
Rodgers pass.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And Adams has it complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st down, Jones. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. B.J. Goodson there on the tackle. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
At the Browns' 23-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards, first down Packers. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Their own 18-yard.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Preston.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a passage. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, he matched it move for move and knocked it away.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
First down
from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. So Cleveland.
She right got me.